Hello?
Hello?
Yo.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Does that
Does that
sound
sound
better?
better?
No, both of them are like when you speak, both of the icons, volume thing are lighting up.
Alright, hold on. How about now?
Oh, it's perfect.
Alright, cool. Let's see. Alright, share my screen. Sorry, I had a bunch of difficulties today.
Oh, you're fine. These are my off days, so I've been in the house all day.
I actually, I was up late last night. I was gonna trade the London session, but I didn't see none of the setups I like, so I went to bed about 3. And then I got up for the New York session, and I was going to trade that. I was just too tired. Like, I looked at my phone, I seen the perfect setup, and I was just too tired to get up and take the trade and watch it, so I just let it go, and that trade ended up dropping like 140 pips. And I was kind of upset, but I knew that wasn't the major move, so it's gonna come back around this week. And I remember I told you yesterday, GBP, JPY, I'm looking for that to drop a lot, so that's pretty much what I'm waiting on. Um,
And when you said it, I looked at the chart. Like, how do you know that? And I don't know. I didn't get it. Like when you said it, like how do you know it's gonna drop that much? And
all right, that's what I'm gonna show you today. Let me see something. Real quick. Delete a few things. I'm gonna show you an easier way to see the trend and when to look for the reversal. Delete something else real quick. I don't know why I have this thing on here. Every time we get on here, I delete it. Where's that? I don't even see it up here now. A lot. Whatever. All right. Um, this is the reason why I think that. So
I can't
I
see your
remember.
chart. It's still just on the bottom.
I don't know why. Hold on.
Like you have it as your screensaver for your face.
Let me see. All right, tell me if you see it now.
I can see like you doing everything, but it's still on the bottom right hand corner. The first icon is the one that's in the middle.
Hmm.
Okay,
So
now I see your you're like it's I see like present mode a million times.
Okay.
Okay, now yeah, it's much better.
Are you see it now?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, hold on a second. All right. Let me check this pair out real quick. All right. All right, so this is the reason why I say that. Remember how I told you I mainly look at the 1 hour and the 15-minute charts only?
Mhm.
All right, so I found it a lot easier to look at the daily chart to see where you're at with the levels. All right. So so let's see here. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right. So once GBP JPY started to drop, this was the peak high formation right here, right? So remember I said there's three levels. Now you can see this clearly because after every level there's always a pullback. So if you look at it at the daily, you see there's 4 days of straight drop, 2 days of rise. So this is level 1 drop right here. This is the level 1 retracement. What comes next? The level 2 drop, which is where we're at. Okay? So now we're looking for the level 2 retracement for this pair to go back up, which I'm thinking it can be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be Wednesday. All right? And then we're looking for the level 3 drop after that retracement. That's why I say that I'm looking for GBP JPY to drop about 500 pips sometime this week. Now, I'm going to say it again. Where all we're looking at is right here. Because as you can see from here up, it starts here, it rises up, right?
Mhm.
Now, matter of fact, I can show you right here. This is from the bottom up. Rise, came back down, rise, came back down, and it rose into the reversal, right? That's pretty much three levels. Rise 1, retracement. Rise 2, retracement. Rise again, drops. So we're looking for the opposite. Now we're going down. It dropped, it retraced. Drop, now we're waiting for the retracement. Off of that retracement, we're getting in on the sell, and we're riding it all the way down to however far it goes. Level 3s are always, level 1s and level 3s are always the biggest drops. So this right here is the level 1 drop. This level 1 was almost 900 pips of drop. All right. Now, the retracement I think was like 500 pips. So this is where it comes being patient. 2 days, 500 pips, right? Yeah, about 500 pips. Now, this level 2 drop ended up dropping about 600 something pips. It retraced back up a little bit. Right now it's at 540 pips. Level 2 drop right here. So right now I'm not in. This is my demo count for one. I'm just testing a few things out. That's why you see these orders in here. So don't worry about them. But
Mhm.
pretty much what I'm waiting for is this pair to come back up. I don't know how far it's going to come back up, so I'm just going to watch it once I see it coming up. Once it comes up and shows me the sign that it's getting ready to drop again, that's when we get in for the sale and we just hold it for the rest of the week or to whenever it starts showing us reversal signs. All right, so we see here level 1 drop, level 2 drop. Now we're waiting level 3 drop. So remember, what we're waiting for now is what? The retracement back up, just like we see these 2 days right here, right?
Mhm.
So once we see that, that's when we get back into this pair for a sell, because the overall trend is a sell. I'm not looking for this pair to rise back up like everyone else was. They expect this pair to just shoot back up, and I'm not expecting that. Um, I know it didn't drop the whole full 3 levels, and like I said, with the daily chart right here, you can see the levels clearly. All right. So once we identified that right now it's on level 2 drop, it can still drop tonight more before it retraces back up. We don't know when it's going to retrace. So what I'm doing now is I'm over here in the hour chart and on a 15-minute chart looking for entries for a sell, and just I hate when this chart does this. All right. So now I'm looking for a sell. knowing that it's still dropping until it shows me signs of the retracement up. Now, what would I look for it to break? I look for it to break above this Asian session, wherever the Asian session ends, and to shoot past that. And once I know that, then I know there goes the retracement, and I'm waiting for that to complete. But as of now with this pair, I'm only looking to sell it. But we're not trading Asian session. Remember I told you about that. It's not good to trade it. And I actually went against it again on Thursday night, and I took a little hit, to be honest with you. It wasn't big. It was small. It wasn't small, but it wasn't big. But it was something that I knew like I should never did, because people in the group were saying they're expecting this pair to rise. I think it was right here, this area over here. It came out of New York session for the rise, and I said, no, it's not ready yet, so it has to drop. And me, I was the only person who said it's going to fall, and everyone else said it was going to rise. And me, like a dummy, went against my own analysis, listened to everyone else, and I changed my sell into a buy, and I ended up losing money. And look what happens. I got in around this time, like this area right here, and by the time Friday morning came, it ended up dropping 330 pips. That would have been a big morning for me. But this is why I knew, even when I was in the trade, I knew I should have got out of it, but I was just being stubborn. All right, you see this white line right here?
Yeah.
All right, you follow that white line. Whenever you see pins to that line, you know what pins are now, right?
Yeah.
All right, whenever you see pins to that line, expect to sell. All right? So just look at it. This is a moving average. It averages, you know, how price moves, whatever, but it's also like a moving support resistant line. So all these candles didn't let, I mean, this line did not let none of these candles break and close above it, as you can see, right?
Mhm.
Me, like a dummy, I see all that, and I'm still in there for my buy. And look what happened. It just drops. 300-some pips. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was a sell. And sometimes, you know, I just do things that don't make no sense. But whenever you see that, look for a sell. This morning, when I told you I got up this morning, I was tired. When I got up, this is what I seen. I seen these 3 pins right here to the white line again. All right? I couldn't get up because I was just tired. I was up doing a lot last night, and I was out, whatever. And what happens from there? 160 pip drop. So
But I have a
always
question.
remember,
If it's a sell, like you know it's gonna be a sell, why wouldn't it be a good idea to get in now and just ride it out?
because right now it can. I'm gonna tell you what I'm expecting to happen tonight. But right now, this pair can shoot all the way up here. Okay. Now that's what 130 pips away. So you don't want to put yourself in that position, because what I'm expecting right now, this pair is dropping, but what I'm expecting is this. I'm expecting for this pair to come all the way back up to test this white line again, and then drop heavy all the way back down to at least this area. That's my predictions for tonight. So we're going to see. I know if it does happen, then we definitely got to get into this trade, because that's like 250 pips. That's 130 pips away. Right now it's Asian session, so by London I'm looking for that. So that's why it's not good to get in now. I did that before sometimes in the past, and I got myself stuck in a hole by a lot of pips. But I knew it was going to fall anyway, so my leverage, I didn't leverage my count too much. So all I did was, when it got back up here, I dropped another sell position. But yeah, that's why you don't want to do that. You don't want to put yourself in that position to be in the hole. You want to get the best possible entries. So like I'm saying, this pair here, I'm expecting to come back up here, test this white line. If I see pins to this white line or any of this happening down here, I'm looking for a sell, and we're going to hold it all the way down here.
Yeah, once
250
you see
pips.
the pins to the white line, are we gonna jump in there or wait a little while?
Once we see like the pins hit like 2 times maybe, we're getting for a sell, put like a 20 pip stop loss, because just look at it. It really doesn't break it. And when it does, it's only by a few pips. Like right here, it broke it, and it closed 2 bars later, half hour later. So when it broke it, it was only 29 pips, then came back down 20 pips, and after that, closed under. So I'm not expecting nothing like that big to happen. But if anything does go above this line, I think it should be small. And like I said, it's going to drop heavy because this pair moves a lot. Um, let's see. And what I'm going to start focus on is just trading this pair and this pair because they both move alike.
Okay.
And they both move a lot. So, like, this was my game plan. I was telling my cousin Marquis about this earlier. What I want to do is just focus on getting, like, just using these two pairs and bringing, like, 200 pips a week on each. That's 400 pips. Now, we're using this based off of $1,000 account, right? This is just easy math right here. So with $1,000 account, 400 pips, you do like a 25-cent lot. You're just off those two pairs right there. Your $1,000 account turns into 2,000. And then from there we just double it. 2,000, 4,000, 4,000, 8,000, bringing in the same amount of pips. All we're doing is doubling our lot sizes. So going from 25 cents to 50 cents the next week, 50 cents to $1, $1 to $2. So for you, for example, let's say you're starting with 10-cent lot. Let's say you have $100 in your account right now, 10-cent lot. You bring in 400 pips total. That's $400 right there. And that's $500 account. So then all we do is focus on doubling the account from there. All right, no more, no less. I don't care if we have a trade that's going to go for another 200 pips. We're not going to mess with it. You know what I mean? You want to set your target and then just let it hit your target and be done for the rest of the week. Because to be honest, if this doesn't set up today or tonight, it might set up tomorrow. It might set up Wednesday or Thursday. But whenever it does, that's a trade we're going to take, and we're done for the week pretty much. So that's how we're going to set it up.
So we might make one. Likely happen during the London session, right?
London session, I believe so. That's what I believe. It could happen London session. It could happen New York session. I know I'm definitely going to be up. But I would know for sure. Like, what time do you work tomorrow?
Oh, no, I don't go back until Thursday. Now I'm on my normal schedule. I'm off every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay, so if you look around, like, if you look at the charts around midnight to 1 a.m., if you see it anywhere moving up in this area, then that's where we're going to start looking for it. If it just falls and just keeps falling, then, I mean, that setup is pretty much out the window. We'll look for another sell on the entry because no matter what, remember, these are downtrends. It's going to be a sell. But this right here is powerful. Whenever you see these pins, all right, and that's one thing I want to do because if we get the setup tonight, look, from here, from that pin to here, 134 pips. If we get the setup tonight, and this just drops for us, like the 250 pips target, 200 pip target that we're looking at for this pair and this pair, that's 400 pips you made tonight. And you know what? We're done for the rest of the week trading. And that's it. We're done. We're waiting to the next clear retracement, and then we get back in on the level 3 and ride it out. But you don't want to get stuck trading every single day, looking at the charts all day, taking 6-7 trades a day. Because when you do catch good trades, by you trading every day, you're going to lose some trades. So you're just giving money back. So why not wait for the best possible setup and then just go heavy with it? Like right here, you said you have what, $100 in your account, right?
Yeah.
So 10 cents on this trade, 10 cents on the other trade. They both go, the 200 pips, 250 pips. You're looking at $400, $500 profit. You cannot beat that at all. You turn $100 to $400 or $500 overnight with 2 trades. You're done for the week. You're done for the week. You get ready for the next setup. Unless we get another perfect setup on a Thursday or Friday, then we get back in. But we're not going to chase anything else.
Okay, so you actively trade on Fridays?
If the setup is there. Because remember, like, this right here was Thursday night going to Friday morning. I knew it was a downtrend, but I just did some stupid stuff. But look what happened. It dropped 350 pips. Just going with the trend. And then if anyone was brave enough to hold that over the weekend, oh, my God. Between Friday, London session, to London session yesterday, 540 pips. But we're not going to hold it. If we're in a clear downtrend or clear uptrend, and we're in it on Friday, we cash out before the market closes. As soon as the market opens back up, we just put another position at the same area we was at. It's the same thing as us, keeping our trade open, except we took our profit already. You know what I mean?
What do you mean putting in another one, right?
Like, let's say it's Friday and the market is right here. We close out, we collect all of our profit from all this. So Sunday starts up, we place another sell as soon as it opens up, and it's the same thing. It's just like we were in it, except that we already took our profit.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we're gonna focus on looking at the higher time frames for the levels.
So the 1 day chart is a good one?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you this pair. I might have to delete a few things. Yeah, let me delete a few things off real quick.
Okay.
It's funny. Like, you see this right here? It says 450 pips to 850 pips.
Mhm.
This was my target areas. I think I'm actually had this set up going like 3 weeks ago. I projected this 3 weeks ago, and look where it's at. That's crazy.
See, how do y'all see that? That's what I don't understand. Like, how do y'all predict it? Like, I was reading this article, and they were saying, like, telling you which pair to follow. And I'm like, how the hell do these people know all this shit? I'm saying, I don't know what it is. I just sit and watch the chart for hours when I'm at work. Like, last night, I just watched the chart for hours. And I'm like, I don't see anything. I was like, well, maybe that's just me. I see people in all these chats calling stuff, and I'm like,
All right, I'm gonna show you that too. That's what I wanted to show you today anyway. Stuff like that. I'm gonna show you how to count the levels on higher time frames, how to predict where it's going, and there's something else. I'll think about it in a second. Let me just get this stuff off the chart. Like I said, I don't care if we do this for the next couple of months, as long as you get what you need out of here. So there's no time frame. It's not like I'm gonna say, all right, we got 10 sessions and that's it. So once you get it, that's when we're done.
okay.
All right. So
Hey, I do
this
have
is
a question. Are you still using Trader's Way?
I'm using both right now, Traders Way and Forex Broker Inc.
Okay.
I have two. I'm trading on two different accounts.
What's the difference? Because I think it was an email, and I kept seeing people posting about, I think, was it Trader's Way? About not paying out or something. And I was like, should I move? And everybody was saying, go to Talonex. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, man. There's something wrong with all of these brokers. Now, as far as Traders Way not paying, I got paid for them 2 weeks ago. That was my last withdrawal from them. So what happened with them was their credit card withdrawals, like that setup is like down for the next couple of weeks. Like the processor is down, so you couldn't withdraw through your credit card to your credit card. I had to set up a Bitcoin account and withdraw the Bitcoin, different Bitcoin to my bank. And to be honest, it was a little more of a hassle because I had to set something else up, but it was actually a faster withdrawal because I did the withdrawal request around 10 p.m. and the money hit my Bitcoin account by 5 a.m. and I transferred it and then hit my bank account 48 hours later.
Isn't Bitcoin like fake money?
Oh, it's not fake money. It's just another type of currency. But there's a Bitcoin processor that Traders Way was using. Like, for example, let's say you did a withdrawal for $1,000 from Traders Way. It will go to the Bitcoin processor and pretty much like you purchase, let's say, 3 Bitcoins. So then from there, all you do is sell the Bitcoin back to the processor, which is all you do is hit withdraw, and it's just like you sold it back to the processor. That's all it was. like I said, it's a hassle to set something new up and everything, but there's actually a faster withdrawal. Now, the thing with Talonex, I seen Talonex do something that was I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but I'm just gonna put it like this. Let's say Traders Way. You know what? Let me see. I might be able to show you something because I seen Forest Broker Inc. do it the other day too, and I contacted them and I tried to see what the hell was going on, and they have no answer for me. All right. Zoom in. All right. What day is this? This is Monday, Friday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. I'm looking for. All right. See something here. 69.93. 722. All right. What happened was there was news that came out for this pair Wednesday at 5 p.m. Okay. So we had a couple of our people were trading it, and as you see right here, if you look over here in this area when I move the mouse, you see it says 69.93.
Okay, where do you see that at?
Look on the right hand side of the screen, and see the little black box that's moving.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
All right, it's like 69.93. That's the lowest the pair went, right? And ended up coming up here. Before this candle closed, it closed right here at 70.04. So, and then from there, it just shot straight up. Forest Broker Inc., for some reason, you know what? I'm probably not going to be able to show you. I'm not. Yeah, I won't be able to show you because I'm off. It's different. All right, I'm going to explain it. On the MT4 on the computer, let's say price went down right here. All right. Now, when you look at my phone, the price went down extra 40 pips. So whoever was trading it from the computer or trading it from the phone, some of them got stopped out when the price never really went down that far. And if it did, either two things happened. The price went down all the way down there on the platform, but it didn't register on the mobile devices. So there's two different price points. Like one ended here, one ended all the way down here. So people who had trades down here for like pending orders, their pending orders were hit and then it shot straight up and they lost a lot of money. You know what I'm trying to say?
It didn't even go down that far.
That's my point exactly. It didn't go down that far. Now, this is Traders Way. Traders Way definitely did not go down that far. Now, let me see if I can show you. Forest Broker Inc. NZD USD. All right, Monday, Friday. All right. Oh shit. So I marked it on my chart. I took some pictures. I sent them to the company, and they try to like act like there was nothing happened. All right, check this out. This is Forest Broker Inc. Right? This is where I seen the issue at. So look at this red line right at the bottom. The price says 69.96, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna send you a screenshot from my phone of what the price showed on my phone. The
From the
phone
same
app.
company?
Yep. And I see Talonex do something like this before too. Well, I didn't personally see it. Somebody post on Facebook. Wait, let me log in real quick. Oh shit, wrong one. All right. Where's it at? All right, now let me find it now. All right, here it goes. This it? 68. No. What was the date that just passed? All right. 7. All right. I found it right here. You have to look real close, okay? I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to send it to you. Let me know when you get it.
Okay. All right, I got it.
All right. So that red line is at the bottom. That's how far down it went. Now, if you look real close and zoom in, you will see the blue pin, like a pin down there. Can you see that?
The
Like
blue pin.
it's right behind the white dotted line. Like you can't really see it because it happened right at 5 o'clock, and that dotted line
It's
is the five.
very faint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if that white line wasn't there, you would see it. But since 5 o'clock is when the new session starts, that's what that white line means. But excuse me, that price right there was $69.60. Same broker, same time frame. Why is one $69.60 and one $69.96? See what I mean?
So can they give y'all like the money back, or how does that work?
This is the crazy part. My pending order was at $69.90. Once it hit there, it was supposed to put me in for a sell position. Good thing it didn't. It didn't activate, which is another thing I asked him about. How come at least my order didn't activate, which is supposed to? I would have lost the trade, but why isn't it working? You know what I mean? They never responded back since then. That was Wednesday night. But what should have happened was I should have been placed in if the price actually went down that far. So that's why I don't think the real price went down that far. I think it only went to the $69.96. That's why I wasn't placed in the trade. But
Wow.
some of the guys who I know were using Trader's Way, and the spread is what put them into the trade. Now, even with the spread, they said the spread it was like at 10 pips. So even with the spread, I should have been put into the trade, which I'm not arguing about because I didn't get put in and I kept my money. But my thing is, how come these two prices are different? So no matter what, there's always something with these brokers.
So
Always
basically, no
something.
broker is perfect.
No, none. Um, I'm just checking a few things out. We got to watch these pairs. These pairs get sneaky on us, man. See, like this is my Forex Broker Inc. account. I don't even want to trade this account no more. Just after that situation that happened. And people talk a lot of shit about Trader's Way, but I never had no experience with that with Trader's Way, you know. But I know people who were saying that Trader's Way was taking money from their account, or if their account was getting hacked, bank accounts, whatever. I haven't experienced that, but I know people who did. So it's kind of like, what do? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But all right, back to how do I know where the pairs is going? Let's look at this real quick. You're in our Mac chat, right?
Yeah.
All right. Did you see what day was it? It was Thursday, yeah. When Stevenson said something about this pair, the pound JPY, how it was going to be a buy, and I posted in there. I said pound JPY is definitely going to be a sell. Do not get caught on the fake out. It's going to drop to 150, 150 by Friday. By Friday, Friday end of the session. And that's another reason why I slapped myself a few times, because I called this out Thursday and I still went in for the buy. But let me show you what happened though. That day happened, the trade happened. I said 150, 150 was where it was gonna go down to. This is Monday, Sunday. All right, this is bar right here. This is Friday. This is the end of the day Friday. It went all the way down to 150, 150, just like I said. Right on the money. Like 151.48 or something like that. And I was really upset because I called this. I said, like, I can send you a screenshot. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm going to send you a screenshot. I put it in the group. Like, listen, if I'd have hit this trade, I'd have made $7,000 on Friday.
Oh my goodness.
That's why I was like real upset with myself about it, going against my own analysis. Let me see where it's at. Where is it at?
So when you like, let's just say if you were to make the $7,000, when you make a big profit like that, do you immediately pull your money out, or do you keep it in?
Oh, I'm definitely withdrawing a whole lot of that.
Okay.
All right, I just sent you a screenshot where in the chat I said usually before GJ reverses, there would be a huge move. So I'm not too sure if this is just a retracement or not. GJ has strong daily support at 151.54. Let's see what happens during the Asian session. And that was Thursday at 3:20 p.m.
No, I'm not in this chat.
Oh, you're not? I'll put you in there. So I called that out Thursday. Friday, where's the close at? 151.48. I was like 5 or 6 pips away. And when I called that, the pair was at 155.88 or something. So that was like 400 pips, and I like called it like right on the money. And this is how. Let me put you in this chat real quick. Who's your sponsor?
Dottie and Tabitha.
Okay.
I mean, this one just says, there's no name anymore. It's just a symbol. But it has the MacChat logo.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm in that one too. I don't really post in there at all. Well, I just put you in the one that we're active in. I'm in there. Iram's in there. Iram was in the Telegram app posting signals, and Greg hit me up like, "Yo, take him out like ASAP." And he was really upset about that. But he calls trades out in his chat. Pretty much it's just the USD JPY. But anyways, this is how I knew where that pair was gonna go. Come down to the daily chart, zoom out a little bit. So zoom back in. All right, ignore these 2 candles, okay? Matter of fact, ignore these 3 candles. You see them?
Hold on, where did your thing go?
Right here.
Okay, yes, I see him.
All right, these 3 candles, ignore them. Just look at this candle. Just imagine this being the last candle, okay?
Okay.
Because that's around the area where I called it, between this candle and halfway between this candle, something like that. So what was happening was this: the retracement up, level 1 drop, level 1 retracement. All right. So what we're expecting now? Remember, level 2 drop, and then level 2 retracement, right? So after the level 1 drop, level 1 retracement, this is where people start giving out calls to start buying. And yeah, you could have made money off here, but you never know when this pair is going to snatch away and continue to drop. So why would you go against the trend if you actually know what's going on? I know this
Would
was
that
level
be like
1.
scalping or swing trading?
You could be scalping, swing trading. You got in over here and just held it all the way through. Like even when this right here happened, you're not worried about it because remember you got in all the way up here. You know, swing trading. Yeah, you'd have been here since June. Beginning of June, you'd have still have been in it now. You know, but yeah. All right, so yeah, around this area. So this is what I see, this candle. So now I'm looking at the next strong support area. So I look down. You know, there's some support right there. Then I look right here. All right, so I look to see is anything else being held at this area. This is the lowest point. This is like where the first reversal started. And I'm expected to come back down here anyway. So then from here, I look to see, all right, has that area held anywhere else on the charts? So then you zoom out. Oh man. You zoom out and you look for areas where that same area has been held. And what happened
But
from
you can
there?
go back for days, right, before you find that?
You can go back years. It
Okay.
doesn't matter. The farther it goes back, the more stronger it is. So Right here's the area where it broke through there, came back, retested, and then from here shot up. So we got this area right here, we got this area right here, and then on top of that, we had this area right here. So my thing was, if this right here holds, as you see, it came up through here, broke it, came back down to it, and then shot right past through it. So if this area holds, then I'm looking for a buy, all right? If it breaks through, I'm looking for the next support area, which, as you can see, is this red line right here, this red dotted line.
Yeah, all the way under the
Yeah,
green lines.
yeah, but do you see where my mouse is?
Yeah.
All right, look, if you look close, you can see it touched here, it touched here once, here once, here once, all in the same area. And this is a weekly chart, so each of those touches are weeks. All right, that's strong. So now since it broke through this strong green line, which I wasn't expecting it to, like last night, I was looking for the retracement first, but now it's like how far does it go down before it retraces up? So let's say it starts retracing up tomorrow. My next target is this red dotted line area, which is I think the 147 area. So from where it's at now, it's like 350 pips. But you remember it has to retrace back up for the level 2 retracement. So like I said, that's what I'm expecting, at least 500 pips, because the retracement is going to be at least a couple hundred pips off the level 2. So that's how you look to where pairs are going to go. You just go out on a big time frame, and you set up your support and resistance. All you do is you want to find out where the candles touch at least 3 times on your support or resistance line. So do you understand that part?
I get that part. I get the resistance and waiting for the retracement, I'm shocked that I actually understand that part.
That's the hardest part, waiting for the retracement, because people see some things happen and they just get in.
Okay, but when you're waiting for the retracement, what chart are you looking at it on?
Once I see it happen, I'm looking at the 15-minute.
No, not once you see it happening. Let's just say like now. You know, me and you are on this webinar now. So once I get off this chat session with you, of course, I'm going to start looking at the charts. What chart should I look at?
All right. Well, remember I told you I'm expecting this to come back up here, right? So I can sell it.
Mhm.
So what am I doing? I'm looking for an entry, right?
Yes.
So I'm on the 15-minute charts.
Okay.
I'm looking for the entry off the 15. Always. If it was something long term, like a couple hundred pips away, then just look at the hour. I mean, look at the hour, you see a lot easier. But definitely 15-minute chart when you're looking for your entries. Because, go ahead.
And when we see the retracement, is that, well, not the, no, I was just confusing myself. No. I was thinking about the railroad tracks, but that's for the reversal.
Yeah, those are pretty much for the reversals, yeah. But you can also get railroad tracks up here, too. So you see the pins, you can get railroad tracks. Remember, this is strong support. I mean, strong resistance. So if it comes, and this moves, this doesn't just stay where it's at. Like this right now it's on the downslope, so it's gonna keep falling. So right now it's at 152.04. When we first started this webinar, it was at like 152.50 or something like that, or 152.30. But wherever we get in here, you're going to set like a 20, 25 pip stop loss. If it breaks that, then you know the trade is invalid. Maybe the retracement is starting. And then from there, you just be patient until it's done.
So would that be like a fake out?
No, it wouldn't be a fake out. It would just be the retracement. We already know what it's going to do. A fake out right here would be up, 25, 50 pips and then just drop, the couple hundred that we're expecting. A fake out is anything against the trend. The trend is a downtrend. Anything that goes up, something like this. I mean, because look what happened. This rose. This is why I like this pair, because once you get really good at it, you can buy and sell against the trend. New York session, this pair rose the first 1, 2, 3, 4 hour and a half. It rose a total of 240 pips, and then from there it drops 140. So let's say you'd have caught both of those. What's that? 380 pips. 380 pips. Now, those are the kind of days that I really want. That's why I'm only going to focus on these two pairs. This pair and GBP AUD, because they move like that. I like you're seeing it all over. 180 pips here, 140 pips just from here to here, and that's just within 2 days. So imagine if you catch 100 on this pair one day, 100 on this pair later on in the day. That's 200 pips for the day. 4 days a week. You do the math.
But like, let's just say we catch the 500 pip drop tomorrow. We're not gonna trade for the rest of the week, right?
Unless they give us that reversal. Listen, if we catch this pair on the level 3 drop, we're staying in until it actually really shows the reversal. So let's say it drops all the way down to right here, and then retraces back up. I'm not expecting this to go right back up. So if it traces back up, we're staying in. We're looking for it to come back down and hit again without and not break. If it doesn't break, then we know, hey, maybe this is time for us to probably close out and go the opposite direction. And then from there, I don't care if it's a Friday. If we get in Friday morning and we're up 100 and some pips, we're holding that trade over the weekend, just because I know for sure we caught the real reversal.
Okay.
Worst case it could happen is it could come back down and retest Sunday. And if it does, it does. Oh well, as long as it doesn't break, take us out. We can even throw another position and ride it right back. You know what I mean? And as you can see on the daily chart with this pair, it's been all month pretty much. June 1st to the 13th. Imagine 13 days of just collecting pips. Over 1,300 pips.
Why on the day chart the moving average is so far away from everything else?
I knew you were gonna ask that. Each time frame is different with the moving averages. They move. So wherever it's at for one chart, like how is it explained? Hold on, let me think about this real quick. Because wherever this blue one is at, this is pretty much, what's the answer to it? Like on the hour chart, it means something else. Like they like switch. Like this blue one's real close here. On the hour chart, I think the blue one's like right here. Let me see. I don't know the exact answer. I never really paid it no mind. Yeah, you see, like on the 15-minute chart, look how close the
Yeah, the blue
the
line
white.
is more so touching everything.
Yeah, now this is a 15-minute chart. Look where the white one's at. All right,
Mhm.
hour chart. Now it's like the blue one is there in that area, and where the white one was, that's where. Let me see, the 800 it's at, I believe. Shit. Yeah, this dark blue one's the 800 moving average. Like they like move up. Like they like this one would be here pretty much. This one would be up here. It doesn't really mean anything. It's just different time frames.
Okay.
Like it does mean something, but it's really not too important. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is important, but nothing to really like lose sleep over or anything like that. It's fine to answer. Just know whenever you get a hit to here, that's strong. If you get a hit to the dark blue one, that's very strong.
Okay.
This blue one, and they're also used for take profit areas too. Like let's say we catch this on the reversal and it rises up. First take profit would be the blue one, the second one would be the white one, third one would be the blue one. But another reason why I have my take profit set down here. All right, from here to down here is 250 pips. Now, do you know why I would set my take profit over here on this line? What do you see that would make you think that? Like make you
That
think that
was
would be a good take profit?
the low. That's where, well, it didn't even break the low where the red line is, where the rest of the little three dots meet.
Right. It's perfect. So since it didn't break that's strong support. So I'm expecting if we catch this to come down here at least, But that doesn't mean it's not going to break it. 'Cause I'm still expecting it to break. But just for that trade alone, we hit right here, we're out. We're done. We're pretty much done for the week. Unless they actually give us the next setup that we're looking for. And it's nothing for this pair to drop 250 pips because, like, you already see, like, from here, this is Asian to London, 300. You know what I mean? Then comes back up, almost 200. Then back down another 140. So it's all about being patient. Like, if I was you, I just learn these pairs right here. Like, just learn these two pairs. This is what I'm really gonna be showing you because just the way it moves, we could have some good weeks off of it. But probably place only at 4 trades a week. Like, you cannot beat that. Like, do you want to get up there in London session every day and then look for entries and all that? I know I don't.
No, but I'll probably, if I have to.
Yeah, so just imagine, we catch these trades and 400, 500 pips within two trades, 2 days, we're done. There's no need to get greedy, or if we catch the real reversal, we just swing it. We have the small positions for our swing trades, and we have the little bigger positions for, our little 400, 500 pips that we're scalping. That's not really a scalp, but I mean, we're gonna make it a scalp. Like, we catch this reversal going up. Let's say you throw a 10-cent lot, you ride it out. Let's say it takes 3 weeks. It goes 1,200 pips. All right, you just made $1,200 just off of that. But you gotta remember, we don't just have one position in on swing trade. Every pullback, like, look right here. Let's say you came in right here with a 10-cent lot. It drops, it retraces back up, it starts to fall back down, you throw another 10 cents. Drops down here, retraces back up, another 10 cents. You know what I mean? That's 30 cents so far you got on the trade. You can probably make a good couple $1,000, even if it takes a couple weeks to complete.
So that's how they do it when you see, like, they'll have, like, what is it? Euro USD like 3-4 times on their in their MetaTrader account.
That's the way it should be, yeah. I know some people. Let's say you see Euro USD 0.10 cents 4 times, right? Mm-hmm. Two of them could be just. There's a couple of ways that people could look at it. They can they could have all 4 of them. One could be a swing trade. And 3 could be because you have 3 different take profit areas. So once it hits one, you can close one out. Once it hits the second, you close the other one. You know what I mean? Or some people are just open 4 positions, just to open 4 positions, when they should have just made one position with 40-cent lot.
That's pretty much the same thing, right?
Same thing, except you're paying more commissions to the broker because you open 4 positions instead of 1. Now, what I would like to do with you is, when we catch the reversal, depending how much money is in your account, like let's say you do have, we catch reversal, you have a $500 account now. Let's say we turned your 100 to 500. We're definitely starting off with at least 15 to 20 cents, and we're going to swing that one right there. You know what I mean?
Well, that means just riding it out?
We're going to ride it all the way out. Like, with these pairs, when I say ride it out, I'm talking about like 1,000 pips. So, just off the first entry, let's say we come in with a 20-cent lot. 1,000 pips off of that's almost $2,000. But you gotta remember, once we scale in positions, like that's when we're gonna really get up, London session and look for re-entries on the pullbacks. Because if you could get 3 different positions on there, just remember your first position is you're gonna net about $2,000 profit. Second one probably another 1,000 to 1,500, and another 1,000 on the third one. That's off a swing trade. That's how you swing trade. You just gotta be patient with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard for me to be patient, but now I'm more into just letting it ride, because when you look at the daily, you actually can see a lot clearer than look at the 1 hour and the 15 minute. Because you look at the 15 minute, like look right here. Let's say you caught this this drop. Bam. Now you're loving it right now. You're up like 100-some pips. Now it comes back up. It retraces 78 pips. That's a lot. What's the normal person going to do? They're going to close out the trade, take a profit, right?
Yep, because that's what I would do. Because usually 50 is like the norm, right?
Yeah, but now look though. If you're if you know you're in a swing trade and you look at the daily chart, you know where this pair is going. This pair is just going straight down. So you just let it go. You can look here and see when the reversals are coming. Like on the daily chart, you see these little candles like this right here. That's
Mhm.
when you know. That's when you know reversals coming. Once you start seeing that on your swing trades, you close them out. You close them out, and you look for the entries to go the opposite direction.
I have a question. Let's just say we get in on a swing trade. You're gonna go like, let's just say we get in on a sell. It's a swing trade. We get in on a sell. But you're gonna like you're riding it out for a long time. So at some point in time, it's gonna go in the negative because it's gonna go into a buy, right?
No,
I think
because when you
it.
catch, no, listen, when you catch the reversals, we have to catch them at the high or the low. So we caught this sell right here. It's not going back up there. It's not coming up here. Even if we catch it up here, because daily charts, this small pin doesn't look like a lot, but it's actually 100, close 80 pips. On a 15-minute chart, you're not going to get that. You're going to get a perfect entry, probably 15, 20 pips from the high. So you get in right there, it's not coming back up there. Let's say we got in around this area right here. No, it's not coming back. So by the time you get the first pullback, you're up 835 pips. I mean, no, sorry, you're up almost 1,000 pips before the first pullback happens. First pullback on the daily happens, it comes back up, you're still up 550 pips. Now we know that's just the reversal. I mean, that's just a retracement, because look what happens. You see this pin right here?
Yeah, where the
All right,
green line is, the green and the
yeah,
blue line meet.
yeah. Now remember, this is the daily candle, so these are stronger. So this whole bar, where that pin was, this is all a full bar when the day started out. By the time the day ended, look what happened. It's a pin there. Now just that pin alone, 150 pips. So let's say we came in right here, we sell, it came all the way down here, it retraced all the way back up. We don't get scared because we know it's only level 1 retracement. 2 days, is retracing on us. We're still cool with it. Now we're waiting for the pullback. Bam, it's pulling back. Remember, now we're on the 15-minute chart looking for another entry for a sell. Let's say we enter a sell right here again. Look what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight days of drop. Now we got 2 positions that are just bringing us money in. So, but if you looked at the 15-minute chart, this would have scared you. This pulled back 300 something pips. You look on the daily chart, you know where the pair's going. You know the pair's not done dropping. Plus, listen, once we actually get into the next swing trade and reversal, we're both going to get in at the same time. And you know me, I'm going to watch it. So I'm not going to let your trade just go negative, or it just turns out to be a bad trade. If yours does, so does mine. You know what I mean?
So the swing trade, we're not gonna set a stop. We're not gonna set a take profit, right? Because we're watching it.
Yeah, we could set one, but we're gonna be watching it. But my set take profit is gonna be at least 800 pips.
Okay.
If it hits 800 pips, and even if it's not done, let's say it hits 800 pips in 3 days, we're out. Maybe we're out. Maybe we might be out. We might close our swing trades and just continue to scalp it. 40, 50 pips. I don't know. It just depends. Depends where it's at in the levels. Also, if it's only level 2 and we're up 800 some pips, yeah, probably definitely will leave it in. Just depends how far it pulls back on the level 2.
Okay.
But remember, if we hit 800 to 1,000 pips in a few days, no need to get greedy, because if we hit it on one, we're hitting on the other. So we hit 800 pips in 3 days on one, that's 1,600 pips.
Oh, so from now on, whenever we trade this account, we're gonna simultaneously trade the other.
Yeah, these pairs move alike.
Okay.
They move alike, so we're gonna be looking to trade them together. Like, even if we get 100 pips a day off each of these, that's 200, man. That's 200. I'm tired of staying up all night and then end up falling asleep right before London session starts and missing out on trades. Might as well, set a target, wait for the perfect setup, hit it, catch a reversal, swing it, and just go about our day. You work your job. I got my little family. We always going out somewhere. Just live regularly. You don't need to stress yourself out looking at, charts all day. I think I got like 30 messages. What the hell? Hold on. Give me a second. Let me look at this, and then someone just welcomed you. They just welcomed you in the chat.
I got all that crap is always on mute.
What's this? Alright, what's this? Alright, what else? Alright, cool. Alright, something else I wanted to show you. What was it? Alright, so yeah, that's how. Do you understand like how I pretty much predicted where that pair was gonna go? Like by looking at the daily chart and looking at the resistance and the support area.
I'm telling you, I get it when we're like live one-on-one. I completely understand everything. It's when I'm by myself and I start putting what you told me and me trying to do my own predictions, I get so stressed out. And I'm like, am I missing it? Like, am I missing trades? Or, because I guess everybody's catching on to it so easily. And I guess I'm that person. I'm normally good at catching on to stuff, and I'm not with this. It's frustrating.
Nah, listen. How long you been trading?
I just started, a month and a half ago?
All right, and you're catching on very fast. I'm going to tell you right now, it took me about at least 9 months before I caught on.
Okay.
But once you get it, you got it. And just continue to go over the knowledge. Like those 4 videos, I know you've been busy and all. Mm-hmm. Make sure you go through them. I also have an 85-page PDF that goes with that also. I just got it the other day. And it just breaks everything down. Like you might want to check that out. I'm gonna send that over to you once we're done. You might want to check that out when you
print out.
Yeah, I just downloaded it to my phone, but I'm pretty sure you can print it out also.
Give it to me and I can print it at my job.
All right. Because that explains everything we're talking about right now too. And then once you take that and you take the video, and that's everything. That's everything you really need. And then going off experience, like, listen, next time when you start looking at the charts and you start thinking you see something, shoot me a message and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking, and this is why I'm thinking it. What do you think? Don't say it that way. That way you're not looking for the answer. Like you're pretty much telling me what you think it is, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Or even if I disagree with you, then I would tell you why I disagree, and we just from there see what happens. Because I'm not 100% all the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I said, when Stevenson said GBP, JPY is going to rise, and I told the group, do not buy, it's going to fall. Someone was like, hey, Shavar and Stevenson has, different opinions on the trade. And I'm like, hey, listen, I'm never 100%. This is just my analysis. And it just turns out I was right. I'm going to be honest. Whenever I lose a trade, you know why I lose a trade? It's because, well, for one, it used to be the stop punch, but now the stop punch I stopped getting beat by that. Now is whenever I take someone else's signals.
Okay.
See, whenever I take someone else's signals, I lose the trade.
What about, I know I wanted to ask you something, like, ever since I signed up for, what was it? Some app on my phone. Like people have been like Instagramming me and Snapchatting me or emailing me about purchasing signal. Is that like okay, or is that like a scam thing?
That's people just trying to sell you their services or whatever. You're gonna see that everywhere. Some people are legit, but the legit ones aren't really doing all that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're not really out there marketing their services. Like they are, but not like you see some of these scammers and spammers doing. Like every few hours, there's a new advertisement. But Yeah, just stay away because like even with Telegram, I was in like 10 different Telegram groups where people post signals, and not because I wanted to use their signals or steal their signals, just because I want to compare their signals to what I was seeing on my charts and my analysis, and there was always different. There was always different. So I just left it alone because, like I said, I start seeing their signals and I'm thinking they're good traders. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'm wrong, and I'll go the opposite direction on my analysis, and I end up being right in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Like how I was showing you what happened with this pair right here, NZD USD on Wednesday, how it just shot up like this
Mhm.
when that weird thing happened with the broker or whatever. Like I'm telling my partners, like, yo, this pair is gonna drop. I mean, this pair is gonna rise. They said it was gonna drop. I said this pair is gonna rise. It rose once news hit. Just that first 15 minutes, it rose 109 pips. By the end of Asian session, it rose 140. But really, I would have probably got out like right around here once I seen all this happen. So I could have booked at least 86 pips off that trade. But me listening to somebody else, I didn't do it. So if you feel like you actually know what you're doing, know what you're talking about, and you make an analysis on a trade, stick with your own analysis. That's how you learn. Either you're gonna be right or you're gonna be wrong.
Okay.
If you're wrong, you just learn from your mistake. That's it. But that's better than you taking someone else's signals and not knowing why you're taking that signal.
So basically tonight, I'm gonna get up probably like at about 2 o'clock my time. And I know
What
you said
time?
you don't enter a trade before 3:45, but you make your analysis, right?
Well, the thing with this is I don't know exactly when this is gonna happen.
Oh
So
no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
be.
not this, not this. No, 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 not this. No. I'm just saying
Oh,
to
what?
see if I can like dictate any like buys or sells.
Well, yeah, I'm really gonna start getting up about like between 2 and 2:30 now. 'Cause a lot of the setups start happening around that time because it with the not it's not daylight savings time. It's like something else with the somewhere overseas they call it something else. Like it's like their daylight saving times. I don't know exactly when that is, but it pushes the hour back or up. The time moves up an hour or moves back an hour or whatever. So I don't know if it's around that time yet or not, but I'm just starting up about 2 o'clock because there's a setup that I was looking for last week with the USD Swiss franc, and I ended up missing it by like an hour or like 45 minutes or whatever. Got up a little bit too late.
Uh-huh.
But then I looked at the charts and like all the pairs seemed to move around at the same time. So yeah, I've been getting up a little bit earlier.
So if you're getting up at 2, I need to get up at like 1.
2:30, so about 1:30 for you.
Okay.
And there's some times where London session happens and I don't really see a setup, and I go to bed and I just prepare for New York session. Like last night, this I wish I'd have got in right here when I first was thinking about it because it dropped a lot. But I was really waiting for a strong pullback to sell. Like this right here, I probably would have sold if I stood up the whole time, but that's like going into New York session, and that was only like 40 pips or whatever. But then I seen this rise. So in order for me to catch a good trade out of all this that happened, I would have had to be up all London session, take a break, sleep for a little bit if I didn't like my setup, and get back up in New York session, which I actually did. At 9 o'clock, I got up and just went back to bed as soon as I seen the setup. I knew it was there. I just keep beating myself up over the same trade, but you learn. Just remember this, man. The pins, you see pins coming up to this white line, prepare for a sell, tight stop loss, just say about 20 pips, and look to book a nice profit.
Okay.
This is perfect right here. This is a perfect setup. So that's why I'm looking, like I said, I'm looking for it to come back up here to the white line again before it drops. And when it drops, I'm expecting it to, let's see something. Because if let's say it comes up here, and it might come back down here and try to hold. This low hasn't broke. If it doesn't break before then. but I'm really expecting to come all the way back down here. So we'll just see.
Is this what chart is this? This is
GBP, JPY. Huh?
I think so. This is the 15-minute chart.
Yep. So pay attention to this pair and the GBP AUD.
So basically, as soon as it goes into the blue on the 15-minute chart, we should get ready for the retracement.
Hold on a second. Let me see what you're looking at. Where?
No, not that one. Okay, like here, like you're saying, we're waiting for the drop.
From the white line?
So what I'm saying is, let's just say like right now the last candle was red. So once it starts turning blue, like I guess two candles start turning blue, would that be the retracement and then it's going to go back into sell position?
Wait, what chart are you looking at? Are you looking at my screen right now?
That's not the one you were showing me earlier, right? With the three
That's
levels?
one.
Go back to the day chart.
All right.
Okay, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So we're waiting for the second reversal or retracement, right?
Yeah.
So if I was watching my screen, once the candles start turning blue, then I would get ready to put myself in a sell position.
See, this is a day chart, so you'll want to see a clear blue candle. You know what I mean?
So do I have to
So
wait for it to form completely or start forming?
you will want that to complete because this, like I said, this pair moves a lot, so it's not going to just move up, a little bit and then come back down to red. You're gonna get like these. You might get a day or two, just like right here. It was 2 days. It was 2 days before this actually went back down into the red. You know what I mean? Like even though the pin right here was a big drop, like you could have caught this drop off of 15-minute chart. So like one full day, and the next day, that's when probably a day and a half before this pair actually went back down to the red.
Okay.
So from here, once you see a full blue candle, then you would just get on the 15-minute chart and just wait for the next reversal, either like a London session or a New York session. Like let's say, for example, this candle right here is blue, right?
Which one?
The last one we're looking at. Let's say this red candle right here is blue.
Okay.
We're waiting for a sell. We're looking at it like that's just a retracement, right? So, let's see. 15-minute chart. We're waiting for the setup. We're waiting for the nice entry. Now you see this white line. It might not be too far away, right? Now let's say you see it go up, hit that white line. Bam. That might be the end of the retracement. Hit the white line, come down a little bit, hit it again, hold. That might be the end of the retracement. Guess what? Let's put in our sell, 20 pip stop loss. Let's see what happens.
You think it's gonna go up that high?
That's not far for this pair from where it's at right now. That's only, look, it hit down here and started retracing back up. So that's only 130 pips. Yeah, it can. But remember, this moves also. This doesn't just stay here.
Okay.
So this pair might come back up here and test this high again too. So if it doesn't come all the way back here and test this high, I may be looking for a trade off of the high right here, depending on what time that happens. If it happens about 2, 3 o'clock, then I might be looking for that. But I would love to see something off of this. Just gotta see how it plays out, because like I said, even if it doesn't happen today, it might happen tomorrow.
I'll be looking for it since I'm off. I'm prepared to trade the London session every night.
And then even if it breaks this, like yeah, we might not do 10-cent lot with you. We might start off at a 5 and just scale in. But even if it does break it, then we look at it. We step back, look at like, all right, cool. There goes the retracement we're looking for. Wait for the retracement's
So
done.
if
We
it
play
breaks it, that's a good thing, right?
a good and bad. It'd be bad if we'll lose a couple bucks, but a good thing because we're looking for that retracement for the level 3 drop to happen. When
But
level
we're
three
only
drop,
going to get in once it goes starts going down, right?
well, if like I said, if it comes here and holds, we're gonna put it in the sell. Now let's say it drops a little bit and it comes back up and breaks it and takes us out. Then we sit back, see what happens. If it continues to go up, then we're just gonna wait until they're done with the retracement. It might be a day, it might be a day and a half, and then we get in on the sell, and that's when we're gonna book like at least 500 pips off that sell.
Okay.
So either or, it's either way, it's gonna be a win-win situation. If you come in with a 5 cent lot and you lose 20 pips on this trade, if it comes up here and you get taken out 20 pips, that's what $10. $10 in
Yeah,
this
about
trade.
10, 12 bucks.
Yeah, $10 in this trade, $10 in the other trade. All right, now we sit back and we wait for the next one, and we catch a level 3 drop. We're gonna book 500 pips off of it. I don't want to take no more than 4 or 5 trades per week.
Okay.
I mean, as far as us scaling in positions, like 15-minute chart. All right, downtrend happens. We know it's a downtrend. It drops, let's say 80 pips, 100 pips. Every traces up 40 pips. I might throw another sell in right there. Let that drop right to next day, next session. We trace up another 40, 50 pips. Another sell right there. You know what I mean? And just repeat it until it forms the reversal. So we could take that trade and just kill it. That's all we got to worry about. Once you get a great position on a trade like that, why are you looking at this pair? Why are you looking at this pair? Why are you looking at this pair, that pair? There's no need for that.
So just study those.
These are the only 2 pairs I'm going to be trading, at least for a while. Because with these 2 pairs right here, there's no way why we can't bring 1,000 pips a week. And also, look at this right here. You see this right here? Down, up, down, up.
Mhm.
And then what happens from there?
It goes
Drops.
down.
Drops. What is that? That looks like a 120 pip drop with an M.
A M.
Remember,
Okay.
don't overlook it. 1, 2.
Okay.
Like even when you see this one right here, I would have sold. I would have sold up here somewhere. What happens? Drops, comes back up, retraces. We go negative. What's that? 9309. Oh, a few pips, like 10, 15 pips, and then from there, 120 pip drop. There's so many opportunities I had this morning with this pair, man. Oh, no, this is a different pair. This is GA, not GJ. I didn't look at this morning, but as you can see, look what happens. You sleep, you miss out on money. But yeah, that's it. That's what we're looking for. There's nothing else to look at. We're gonna make money off these pairs. We're gonna ride it out. Like if it happens on a Wednesday, if it doesn't happen today, this happened Wednesday. In fact, let's see how far this pair's away from dropping. Only 70 pips. This is 70 pips from the white line.
Okay.
This is close.
And it looks so far away.
Yeah, it does. And 70 pips sounds like a lot, but it's not. And from the white lines out right now to down here, it's 228 pips. I don't know, man. We could end our week early. If this happens tonight and we book these pips, and we don't see a setup we want, then we just spend the rest of the week just going over the charts and learning from our experience from this week. But if I'm not trying to get greedy. We're gonna set a game plan. We hit it, then we get out and reanalyze, ready for the next week, ready for the next setup.
Okay.
But if this does happen like this tonight, then I don't expect that to be a level 3 drop. But if that is considered a level 3 drop, then I'm not just gonna sit back and watch it happen. We're definitely gonna put another position in, at least a small position to catch some of it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when we get there.
Well, I'm excited. So I'll be up tonight, and if I want to enter something, I'll send you a screenshot.
Yeah, just show me what you're looking at, because I mean, you might see something before I see it, or you might see something I don't see.
Yeah, right.
No, seriously. Like I said, I'm not perfect, and sometimes I overlook things or I just miss it. I do a lot of things like at the same time, so it's easy for me to skip over a few things. But let's see. You see what else? What else? What else? Uh, once you like really start getting it, that's why I want you to watch those videos. Once you really start getting it, then you can actually like look at a whole trend, the whole setup from top to bottom, and see everything that we've been talking about for these past 5 or 6 sessions we've been on. But like I said, there's no rush. Just get the small things and get the small things, and then we're gonna build on top of that.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
All right, so I'm up, man. I'm gonna be up, London session, and we see what happens. I'm gonna watch this pair. GJ is kind of far away, but I'm gonna watch it also. Um, and let's just see what happens. We get a good setup. I'm definitely gonna put it in the Telegram group, and I'll shoot you a message.
Okay.
All right.
All right, talk to you tonight. Bye.
All right. Bye.